video. So today we are on the way to do a Google update or the Thompson Center update. We're of course at Logan Square like we always start off our commute to our next destination. So we're gonna take the blue line down to Parking Lake, walk like a block or so that we can get updates on that. I know it's been like a couple months since we did our initial video at the Google building. So let's get down there and take the drone up.
See y'all on the train.
All right, y'all, welcome. So we got a lot to get into with this video. This was the first time we took this drone up. What happened was we were fighting for signal strength. The satellite in the area wasn't cooperating, right, Amber?
Yeah, in that particular corner, which was on Lake and LaSalle.
So we had to walk around the corner. We were basically trying to find clear signal. So we were walking until we got that clear signal. But y'all, that was the least of our worries because Amber got us into a little trouble with the police down here. They told her she was flying helicopters around downtown area. And we're gonna get into it, y'all. So let me just say, disclaimer: we're not against the police. We're pro police. We know a lot of people that's affiliated or involved or just police officers. We love our men and women in blue. We appreciate you all, but we just had to break it down and let y'all know what happened when we got around to the Daily Center. They were actually sheriffs. So we had two interactions with sheriffs. One was a great interaction. The second one was not so great. As you see Amber trying to run away from these birds right here. But y'all, we bear with us. We finna walk around the corner and get the drone back up. So just bear with us. See y'all in a bit. All right, y'all, we back. So as you can tell, we finally got some good signal. We had to go to the corner of the Daily Center. That was the second location that we took off, right? So we over there doing our thing, and the sheriffs walk up. It was a white shirt, and it was just a regular deputy or whatever, right? So they walk up. And she's like, "Are y'all flying a drone?" We like, yeah. And she's like, "Yeah, we just had to get somebody over there. Y'all can't fly the drone downtown. It's like an ordinance or something." I was like, "What?" And and then she went on. I think she was saying something like, you can't fly the drone. And I was like, why? What law is that? Where are
The
you getting?
ordinance,
Yeah,
yeah.
where are you getting that from? Cause I was like, are you familiar with Oak Park? She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, they got that a no fly zone over there.
I can't even take
We wouldn't
off the
even be able
drone.
to, yeah, take off over there. And I was like, what ordinance is that? What are you talking about? What law is that? So now I'm on my First Amendment right. That's what you're trying to abuse right now. And she's like, yeah, I think it's something. I might have to get back with you, but it's like taking a helicopter up downtown. I was like, what? I'm like, no, that's not true.
Because her whole thing was she didn't want us to be filming the Daily Center, which, yes, I know that we're on the corner of the Daily Center, but at the same time, instead of just automatically assuming I'm getting the Daily Center, why don't you ask first?
But this is my thing. We wasn't even, our back was towards the Daily Center and we're
Yeah.
standing on a corner. It was public property. You know what I'm saying? Whether we filming it or not, we can film it. It's public. It's a public entity. But what was crazy was we actually ran into two sheriffs before her and they were
Yeah.
just walking into the building and they were like, oh man, that's cool. You guys got the drone? It's like, yeah. They was like, man, that's cool. They was like, what's the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
So they may be watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to y'all if y'all watching. But they were like so intrigued. I was like, you got one group of sheriffs that was like for it. And then you got her that came over that was just like negative Nancy. We call them Karens, right? But yeah, I was just like, that was so weird. I was just like so grateful that, okay, y'all, I've been watching this YouTuber. He called himself I can't remember. I'm gonna probably put it in the description. But he goes around and he stress tests his First Amendment right, which is freedom of press, and he records like weed stores, dispensaries, yeah. And people are so uncomfortable about it. And so he's like, your feeling, my rights don't end where your feelings come into play. Like if you don't want to be filmed, don't come out in public. And that's just how, like, I'm so grateful of finding his channel and watching him. So I just had to share that with you. I'm gonna let Amber talk about how she got this footage, what was going through her head.
Yeah, and I think part of it too was, and I even showed her because you guys see like the B-roll. Adrian gets me like actually flying the drone, and I actually showed her the screen of what I'm actually filming. Like, hey, yes, we're standing here. We're not filming the actual Daily Center. We're not filming any people. We're literally just getting infrastructure, this good building that they're working so hard on. So I think me showing her the screen of the controller,
Which you didn't have to.
I didn't have to.
That was personal.
I didn't have to, but I mean, it did alleviate some of the, I guess, the negativity that she was bringing. So I mean,
She was like, I don't know the ordinance. My sergeant or something just gave it to me. I'm gonna go find it and I'll come bring. I was like, yeah, you go do that.
yeah. Nonetheless, I mean, she did what she felt like she had to do. We did what we need to do, protect ourselves at the end of the day. And I got this amazing footage because the last time, which was the first time we ever shot this building, the Google Update building, this was not up here. I don't even think they had even any of this turf up there, which is cool to see because that makes me think, are they gonna allow, they meaning Google and their employees or contractors, whatever the case may be, are they gonna allow those employees to be up here because they have the turf, right? Is that implied?
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this building and how it's shaping up, I was like, I think I want to go apply to Google and work in this building.
Right?
Because they got turf on top of the roof.
It's so nice, dude.
Man, it's like the progression. Because I think we filmed this building about 3 or 4 months ago.
I think it was sometime in like December. I think it was before the new year, if I'm not mistaken.
And as you can see, the crane is taken down.
Yeah.
Where you see the missing windows at, that's where the crane was at. I believe that's where it was at.
I think you may be right. I mean, because it also makes sense why that's the only place now that's missing those windows and just those, those cardboard like layouts. And I think it's cool to kind of see the progression of like technology and design and architecture, because you look at the surrounding areas, right, the surrounding buildings, and you see how they were built, how they were designed. And as we do these updates with like the 400 Lakeshore Drive, the Bally's Casino, this Google building, everyone has now kind of gotten away with like cement structures as the design, and it's like strictly just windows. And I think it looks beautiful because it kind of gives that illusion of, hey, yes, you see this building here, but I'm also kind of camouflaging because the surrounding buildings are reflecting off of me. Does that make sense?
First Amendment Protection Agency. That's the name of the YouTube channel. It just hit me.
Okay, good.
But yeah, y'all gotta check him out, y'all. He be checking people. Like, it's so good. I've been binge watching them, but y'all check that out. But my thoughts about this building, it's like some angles I'm like, it looks awesome. And then some angles I'm like, it's kind of ugly. Like, I don't know. It's a weird shape to this building, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let them keep working, and I'm going to see like what it turns into, because I know these windows are new. It's supposed to be like climate control kind of windows. And y'all, I think we coming up on the footage if we didn't pass it, but some of the workers on the roof,
Not yet.
we didn't get it yet. But they were waving at us. They was like pointing at the drone. They was like, look at this.
There was one guy, I think he's like in either a yellow or orange high vis, like long sleeve, and he sees the drone and he like taps his partner like, hey, look. And then they look, and then the guy that actually like saw the drone first, he waved, which was cool. I'm like, I wish I can like, there was a way that I can say hello
You
back.
can communicate with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, something about coming in this area, like the city hall area, is just like, wow. Like it just amazes me. Like every time I go down to this specific area, it just like raises my spirit. Like, I love taking public transit throughout the city, but more specifically downtown. It's just like, I guess I'm getting it out of my system. I never went downtown so often like I did, unless I'm operating.
That's different. Yeah, I think growing up for myself, the only times that we really went, or I really went downtown, was my mom. But she was a couple of times she worked downtown. We went on Saturdays. We get some movies from Blockbuster and like,
or the Taste of Chicago, right?
Or
go down there then.
Like those like little events, like looking at the Christmas tree during wintertime. And so those were my experiences downtown. It wasn't until, of course, we started doing this YouTube thing and become adults, where I'm like, oh, downtown ain't so bad. Like it. Look, so this is the part where, so he's wearing the yellow shirt, the yellow long sleeve. He sees it, and then he taps his guy, and like, look, and then he waves. Yeah, that's him waving. So, but yeah, so I think that I think with us being content creators and doing updates around the city and just being train operators or even bus operators that are listening and watching, it brings you out of your element a little bit, and it kind of creates this new personality, or this person you become of like, I actually love my city, and I'm so grateful that I get to showcase this for everyone to see.
But yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for locking in. See y'all on the next one.